Round one of the FIM SuperMoto World Championship and SM2 European Championship returns to the circuit of Roussillon at Rivesaltes in France, the same venue that hosted the final round of 2013. After a long winter layoff, the best riders in the world returned to the racetrack to reaffirm their status over their rivals. And in S1, all eyes will be focused on the defending champion Manu Hermanen and his SHR TM.
Attention, regardez le passage de Thomas Chareyre, les virages. On s'applique un maximum, mesdames, messieurs. Elle est là, la victoire pour Thomas Chareyre. Adrien Chareye qui va valider ici une victoire sublime. La médaille d'or, Manu Hermanen.
In the second lap, I crashed with Van den Bosch, and then I started from 15th place. After the crash, I was just focused to get back to the top 10, which was enough for me, and had some problem with Thomas Chareyre because he tried to take me out a few times, and I think I finished 8th or something like this. I had a good points advantage before the last race, and I just wanted to win the championship. Got the win, so it was good for me. For this season, I prepared better than ever before because I won it last year and I want to win it also this year. So I'm in better shape than I never was. And catch me if you can.
It's a short start straight here at Rivesaltes, but the riders are soon up to speed in no time at all as they reach the fast sweeping right. That is turn one, pushing out to the left on the exit before braking hard for the 90-degree left-hander. That is turn two. A couple of turns through there. Nice and slow through this next turn. Then we hit the twisty part of the circuit, through the right, through the left, kissing the curbs again, out to the outside before getting on the gas, heading down the straight, onto the fat part of the tyre, through the next left-hander, again a couple of little flip-flops, a 180 right-hand turn, and then before you know it, we're entering the dirt zone. Off the asphalt and onto the slick dirt, through the left, through the right, over the first tabletop jump, short straight through a series of waves, through a right, those waves continue round through the left-hander, and then you see how tight and twisty it is through here, but it is hard and slick. Over a tabletop at the end, through the banked right-hander, and then over a tabletop before we rejoin. Through this left here, back onto the asphalt. Making sure you get over to the left-hand side because the next turn is a right-hander. So you want to be just kissing the curb as Thomas Chareyre is here. Then through the left and rights. And then working our way back round towards the finish line, start line area. Couple more corners to go. Grandstand should be busy here this weekend with it being the home race for the two French guys, Thomas and Adrien. Through the chicane, over the finish line, that is a lap of Rivesaltes. Here's how they line up then in the SM2s. Milan Sitniaski taking the favourites by storm. Fabrizio Bartolini second, Devon Vermeulen third. Row 2, Tony Clem, Asseri Kingelin and Giovanni Bussai. Row 3, Yuri Guadala, Lorenzo Lapini and Andreas Baumgartner. Red lights go out though, and on board with Devon Vermeulen as Fabrizio Bartolini takes the whole shot from second position on the grid. Heading up through the series of straights then. Here we go, Bartolini, Vermeulen second on the 188, Asseri Kingelin is third, Tony Clem in orange, the 111 in fourth as Bartolini takes the inside line. Through the waves they go, but here's a battle for the lead. Vermeulen looking ready to line up a pass. Is he going into turn one? Well, he forces the issue and makes it stick as well. So we have a new leader then. Vermeulen passing Bartolini for first place. Kingelin still there in third, Clem fourth, Milan Sitniaski, the Czech rider, in sixth position as Vermeulen, Bartolini trying to make a break for it at the head of the field. Oh, we've got a crash going on here. Wojciech Manchek. And another rider there, couldn't quite see the bike upside down, but we've got the battle for seventh here. Manuel Sterra, the Austrian, and Yuri Guadala of Italy on the Gaza Racing Honda, making the pass at the end of the straight, so he moves into seventh. It's unfortunate. Patrick Tellenbach pushing his bike back. He was in 18th place. Was a little bit higher than that though in the race. There's Vermeulen though. He's leading the way and takes the checkered flag to win in race one. Bartolini second, Kingelin third. So a good start to the season for Vermeulen. Race two, lights go out, and once again Bartolini looking to have the advantage over Vermeulen. It was pretty tight as they just kissed that curb a moment ago. So Bartolini then leading the way, as he did in race one. Vermeulen second, Kingelin third, Sitniaski fourth, Clem and Yuri Guadala getting a better start this time. Into the dirt section we go. But it's still unchanged. Bartolini being pushed all the way by the rider in blue on the TM, the Dutchman, Devon Vermeulen. Looking to make a move around the outside and easily drops the TM right across the front of the Honda. So we have a new leader. So Vermeulen then leading the way, Bartolini second. Oh, Clem, or Kingelin just getting into the rear wheel of Bartolini. There's Bussai going through. He's in a battle for seventh place with Lucien Reynaud and Marcel Baumgartner. As we go back to the front with the leaders, and Bartolini making a move up the inside. He rehearsed it a lap ago and he makes it stick, so we have a new leader. So Bartolini then now leads the way. Vermeulen second. Vermeulen, what's he got up his sleeve here? Well, into the dirt we go. Well, that's Lorenzo Lapini, number 16th. He was 16th at that stage, falling from 7th earlier on in the moto. But Vermeulen, he's in a hurry, goes down the inside, getting squeezed by Bartolini though, as we go back to Reynaud and Baumgartner and Bussai and Eddie Forney battling for 7th position. This time, down the inside, Vermeulen goes through and makes the pass once more and regains the lead. So Vermeulen in blue, can he get his head down now? He tried in the early stages, but 2 laps after the start of the race, found himself getting repassed there. Oh, 5:12 down the inside. Was that? That was Zdeněk Jaros passing Tellenbach for 16th position. What about Vermeulen? Looking to establish himself now. He's on the final lap. He's got a nice advantage. And he comes over the line to take the flag. So Vermeulen wins race 2. Bartolini second, Kingelin third, Clem fourth, and Sitniaski fifth. And your podium this weekend at the opening round of SM2 European Championship action. Devon Vermeulen wins it from Fabrizio Bartolini and Asseri Kingelin third. So getting off to the perfect start, 2 wins out of 2 for Devon Vermeulen. which means he leads the championship. He'll also take the red plate as well to the next round in Romania. So let's hear from our winner now, Devon Vermeulen.
First race with the TM. Very happy that it went like this. I couldn't imagine that I could win the first race, and I'm very happy.
The championship standings then in S2 European. There's an overall victory for Devon Vermeulen, Fabrizio Bartolini second, Kingelin third, Clem fourth, and Sitniatsky fifth. So a quick look at the start list then for S1 Race 1, and Super Chrono was new this year. The top 6 guys after the time training session going head to head, kind of like the old Super Bowl really, and it was Thomas Chareyre who will start from the front row. Ivan Lazzarini will start second, Manu Hermanen third, and that's your front row. Only 3 riders on the grid. Then it was Adrien Chareye, Sylvain Bedard and Pavel Kmart. So the front 2 rows is where it's at as we head down into turn 1. And it's Ivan Lazzarini as we go on board with Christian Rivaglia, who looks like Chareyre has already found a way through into the lead. Rivaglia, though, not getting a great start. Thomas Chareyre, though, leading. Ivan Lazzarini second on the number 30. Adrien Chareye third. Bedard fourth. Manu Hermanen on the blue TM 131. The defending champion finds himself in fifth on the SHR TM. As we head through the off-road section, unchanged at the moment on the opening lap here. Flash of blue there in the background, but Thomas Chareyre over the line, looking to pull away in the early stages here. Even Lazzarini was second, but down the inside, Adrien Chareye, so the fast wheels of Aprilia finding a way past the L30 Honda. As Manu Hermanen coming under pressure here from Sylvain Bedard, number 64 on the red Honda, and Thomas Travnicek just behind him. Bedard taking a long look over his shoulder as Adrien Chareye there in second on the number 5 machine, trying to find a way to close down his brother Thomas on the TM factory bike. A little bit cloudier today on race day than it was yesterday in qualifying as we go back to Christian Rivaglia. He's in a battle in a battle with Anjel Karangitov and Pavel Kmart. Got Lucas Holbacher just behind him, Andrea Ricchini as well in the yellow, down in 11th place. So whole bunch of riders here fighting behind the leaders, all fighting over 7th position as well. 71 Kmart got his hands full as we go back to Manu Hermanen, looking to find a way past Lazzarini for 3rd place. Obviously doesn't want to let the Chareyre boys get too far ahead of him. Manu Hermanen looking for a way through, and finally does it just out of sight. So Manu Hermanen now goes into 3rd place. Lazzarini on the L30 Honda is in 4th, but Thomas Chareyre, look at the advantage that he has now with the 5 laps to go. That factory TM, we'll hear about that a little bit later on in the programme, special report on that bike, but making it work for him at the moment. Adrien Chareye 2nd, Manu Hermanen 3rd, Lazzarini 4th, down the inside of Travnicek goes Bedard into 5th place. So Bedard and Travnicek having their own little war out on track at the moment. So Bedard, 64, what can he do? It's looking like Travnicek. Here's a man in a hurry, wanting to get back into 5th position. The lead 4 riders are the 4 main riders in the championship. Can't afford to make a mistake, Sylvain Bedard. Doesn't want to get off that shiny, polished line either. It's where it's all loose out on track, but Thomas Chareyre, though, on that factory TM, making it look easy. Just a couple more laps to go for the French former world champion. Lost that title last year here, remember, to Manu Hermanen, who was the dominant rider. There he is in 3rd place, just running out of time, it seems. Trying to close down Adrien Chareye in third. There's Lazzarini in fourth on the L30 Racing Honda. One more lap to go though. Thomas Chareyre in control at the head of the field. Won the French Championship round here a week ago. Obviously has quite a recent knowledge of this circuit coming into this first round as we go to Travnicek. Oh, he throws it away. So Travnicek then throws it away in race one at the end. He still comes home in sixth though. But it's a win for Thomas Chareyre in moto number one. Adrien Chareye second, third Manu Hermanen, fourth Ivan Lazzarini, and fifth for Sylvain Bidard. Unlucky there for Thomas Travnicek, but he does come home in sixth in race one. This is the bike of Thomas Chareyre, and it's a completely new bike for 2014, a bike that we started to develop at the back end of last year. The main feature of this bike this year is that the airbox is now where the fuel tank used to be. Now the airbox is here, directing the air onto the engine, whereas with the old bike, the airbox just there, just below the seat. We've done it to have a better distribution of weight, a better trade-off and more manageability with the bike. And so far, all the tests and all the races that we've done showed us that the bike has improved significantly. We'll try to regain the manufacturer's title this year and try to help Thomas regain the World Championship that he lost last season. The SM2 European Championship this year is really tough. So for that reason, we've signed Devon Vermeulen from the Netherlands, who is a really good guy. And last year he finished second in the championship. But this year, with our help and advice, we'll try to bring home the victory. We're here in France, my home race for the first Grand Prix of the FIM SuperMoto World Championship. Last year on this circuit I fell, but I was here last week for the French Championship with my brother and Sylvain Bidard. I won, so I want to get the same result this weekend for my friends and fans who will come to support me. I'll do a good show and I'll try my best to win.
This is first season for me on the TM. I feel very good on the TM, and I hope it's going to be a great year for me. I hope to get a lot of podium wins, and we go for it for this season, and I hope to win also the European title, like I almost did last year, but it almost happened. But this year I want to do it with the TM.
S1, race 2, lights go out. Thomas Chareyre from the outside puts it across everybody else. Adrien Chareye second, Ivan Lazzarini third as they drop into turn 1. Who's that in fourth place? The number 72, it looks like, Lucas Holbacher. Manu Hermanen just behind him in fifth place. So Hermanen getting a slightly better start. In fact, Hermanen in sixth position behind Holbacher. So either way, it's still a better start than he had in moto number 1, but Lazzarini, where's he? He's in fourth place behind Sylvain Bidard. There's the blue, the 131 of Manu Hermanen. Just like in moto number 1, he cannot afford to spend too much time behind the guys ahead of him if he's to close down on the leaders. His rival Chareyre as Lazzarini down the inside of Bidard and takes third. So the black helmet, Ivan Lazzarini, making his way through in the early stages of the race here. Thomas Chareyre though, TM Factory Racing, Adrien Chareye number 5, Aprilia Fast Wheels machine just behind him. It's a French one too, giving the fans here something to cheer about as Holbacher looking for a way up the inside and succeeds. Finds a way down the inside of the number 64, Sylvain Bidard. So Lazzarini third, Holbacher now fourth. Vidar on the red Honda in fifth. The blue, the 131 there, Manu Hermanen of Finland, he's in sixth position on his SHR TM. And this battle here not going away. There's Thomas Chareyre and Pavel Kamar, 71. So Kamar then down in seventh position as these guys head down into that bottom corner, and Hermanen neatly down the inside of Kamar and takes another position away. Looking to find a way past even Lazzarini now. Lazzarini in red, Hermanen in blue. There's Thomas Chareyre. No such problems or dramas for him as he continues to lead the race here. Manu Hermanen, off the track, outbraking himself, misses the turn, losing a whole bunch of positions. Where is he now? Well, he's behind Christian Rivaglia there. So that puts him down to ninth place. So Lazzarini at the head of this group, and at the back there, 131, down in ninth position is Manu Hermanen. Well, that's disastrous for the defending champion, but making light work of Rivaglia, going back after Pavel Kamar, so up into eighth now. Here's Manu Hermanen. There's Lazzarini leading this group. Got Holbacher behind him, then Vidar, then Travnicek, and Hermanen up the inside of Travnicek now. Going after Vidar, coming out of the dirt section. Well, talk about a tough race for the defending champion. Thomas Chareyre, though, on that brand new factory TM. Got it working well for him. Adrien Chareye second, here's Lazzarini third, leading this bunch of riders over the line. And Holbacher looking for a way through and goes into third place into turn one. So Holbacher now third, Lazzarini fourth, Vidar fifth, with Hermanen in sixth place, just there in blue. What a great ride this is for Lucas Holbacher. Number 72 there. Pushing hard though. See, well, he's got to try and stay ahead of Lazzarini and Manu Hermanen, who's now onto the rear wheel. Oh, mistake from Holbacher, pushing too hard then perhaps. So that puts Lazzarini back into third. Hermanen now in fourth place. On a drizzle out there, out on track. So a mistake from Holbacher, a mistake from Vidar, and Manu Hermanen then up into third. And these guys really starting to tiptoe their way around this racetrack. Just look at Hermanen through the chicane and Lazzarini and the bunch of guys behind him. Well, the flag goes out a lap earlier than planned then. And Thomas Chareyre wins the second race here. Adrien Chareye comes home in second, takes a look over his shoulder and shaking his head as he comes through. Manu Hermanen takes third, but it's another win for Thomas Chareyre. Adrien Chareye second then, Manu Hermanen third, Ivan Lazzarini fourth, Thomas Travnicek fifth, Pavel Kamar sixth, and then it was Rivaglia, Vidar, Holbacher and Włodczak coming home in 10th. Podium time then. So that means 2 wins out of 2 for Thomas Chareyre. He will take the overall Grand Prix win here on home soil ahead of Adrien Chareye, who had 2 seconds, and Manu Hermanen 2 thirds, and it's a red plate championship lead for the Frenchman. And here's what he had to say.
Deux bonnes courses, j'ai fait 2 bons départs.
Did a really good race, 2 fast starts, that helped me take the win. It's fantastic to win here in front of my home fans. This winter I trained well, better than last year when I was injured, so things have changed. I want to be more consistent in the results, and I feel like I'm riding at 100% now.
De suite, ça change les choses, et maintenant on va essayer de garder cette plaque rouge jusqu'au bout.
So the overall classification then, of course, is as it was at this opening round, with Thomas Chareyre leading the way. And in the manufacturer's chase, it's TM with maximum points here at Rivesaltes. So the perfect start then to the campaign in 2014. The next race then is the Supermoto Grand Prix of Romania. We hope you can join us for that one. Thanks for watching. My name's Paul Malin. We'll see you then. Bye for now.